Yeah, we're gonna find out if we have any girls.
I can probably, I'm probably okay for a while.
Everybody's in, so whenever you're ready.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Great. I can hear you too.
You probably can't see us because the lens goes on.
Oh,
That's true. It looks pretty dark in there, man. You guys got a worse weather than we do.
Try that out there. Working, Jeff?
It's still dark.
oh, I have turned the
Hey,
video
there you
on.
are.
Separate button for that, and I couldn't see it because I have the participant window up. There we
Gotcha.
go.
I'm gonna turn my video off to save bandwidth here, but there you go. But I can see you.
Get all this figured out about the time we move back to the other building.
Yeah.
You should have power at your table now, Travis. I tried plugging it in, it didn't. I checked yesterday, the light was on the plugs. Okay, well, we'll try and I'll mess with that another time. Okay, I got 9 o'clock. I'm gonna call the meeting to order, start with pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Roll call.
Mochler,
Here.
Graylobe,
Here,
Brady. Easy,
Here.
Gilbertson.
Here.
Any conflict of interest declarations? Hearing none, approve agenda?
To approve.
Second. A motion and a second. Any further discussion?
the
Hearing
only
none, all-
I do have a little bit of discussion on that. I will need to leave the meeting at the latest at 50 after. I am particularly interested and have some questions about the agribusiness grant agreement that's in the packet today. So I did want to request that if we don't get to that, that might be tabled to the next meeting so that I can hear the full discussion on it. Hopefully we'll get to it well ahead of them, but
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Approve minutes.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Are there any visitors to be heard?
One thing, I'm on the agenda, but I had another topic I didn't put on the agenda. I was just gonna bring up. Got to thinking about it. On the old safety center that's currently being remodeled, on the Washington Street side, it has public safety center. We need to take the lettering off. I got thinking, you might consider a resolution to rename it, the Raymond Passick Courthouse X. Reason I say that is Dusty was sheriff for 20-some years, commissioner for a couple of terms. And actually, he's the guy that built that building back in '88. He's the one that, got the funding, got the commission to support it, and saw that it was built as a public safety center. So when it's no longer a public safety center, what is it? It's a courthouse annex. So I just thought it'd be nice on the east side of the building, on the parking lot side, if it was lettered to be named after Dusty. So I just thought maybe even having it not on the agenda so I could plant the seed in your mind. You can think about it. If it's a bad idea, fine. I just want to mention to you folks, so kind of give it some consideration since the project's underway now.
Any other visitors? Seeing none.
I'm just here to announce, Travis heard at our meeting the other day, I did have a resignation in my office. And Danielle Davis has taken another position. Anyway, I already have applications. I already have interviews set up. So I'm hoping to have the position filled so I can start on January 1st. That's it.
Yep. Any other visitors? Hearing none. Lane.
Yeah, should have been in your packet, I think, but the state has signed an agreement for POD 2026. Reimbursed up to $5,000 for our expenses. Just asking for you to authorize me to sign it. It'll be a different one than that because the address is wrong now that we've moved out here.
Okay.
But the wording of the contract is still the same. It's just that that address needs to be changed.
Need a motion? Yep. Need a motion to.
I move that Lane has the ability to sign the POD agreement.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. How was this too? Yes, thank you. Andy, Davison County inmate boarding contract.
This is similar to what we did, I think at the last meeting in Charles Mix County. Same thing. There's Davidson County. We had a contract with them. We actually used them quite a bit during our interim period where we weren't holding inmates. Like the Charles Mix County one, I don't expect people to use Davison County in the next year. They are a great county, a great jail to work with though when we need their help. They've always been there. And it might be a situation where for like we mentioned with Charles Mix County, where you have a probation hold or something where it's just more effective to keep them there the 2 days than to drive up there, bring them back, and then 12 hours later they get out again. So sometimes it's valuable. So I just recommend that we approve that. Again, I don't believe we'll use it, but it'd be good to have.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? So do we have a contract with them?
The hold for them, well, they've never held here. So.
Okay, I was just wondering, since they're at $105.
Yeah, they're up there. And yeah,
Kating.
one thing that we can do is, and honestly, for counties that don't typically hold their inmates in another county, like we did in Union County, I don't understand why they always want a contract. We have a boarding rate for counties that we don't hold for. If somebody boards with us, we'll hold them. And we have a rate set that we set every January. So I don't know why we need a contract other than to fix that rate. So other than to say, if Davidson County did need to hold somebody here, we would happily do that for them, but it would be our rate that we're talking about setting that in January. Actually, we already did set it in January at $90. So we charge them that. Unless we just reciprocate it and say, well, your fee's gonna be $105 because that's what you charge us. So,
Well, that's what I was wondering.
and they would say, fine, whatever, we're not gonna use you anyway. So I'm when they send me the county or the contracts, I generally recommend signing them so we have that option because apparently it's important to them. For me, having the contract's not important if we don't think we're gonna be holding for.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion passes.
last topic I put on, and now I'll send the statement what that's.
Staffing.
Yeah,
Part-time.
yes. That's the more important one.
You don't remind him when it
yeah.
passes money.
The jail- I hope this is money saving, actually, and I'll explain it. The jail has requested that we add part-time jailers. When we increased our full-time staffing to move over to the new jail, we felt that we were probably a little understaffed in the part-time side. But I didn't want to have too many jailers on hand. What happens with part-timers is they essentially, other than that there's costs insuring them as having an employee on your roster, whatever that cost is, maybe buying them some uniform shirts. They don't cost us any extra money. We don't benefit them, but they actually save us money where if I have to fill a shift and I don't have anybody fill it, I pay a full-time person overtime to cover that shift. If I have part-timers available, then they work straight time for that. So it saves us money to have more part-timers. You have to find the right number because if you have too many, they don't get enough shifts. They either quit or lose interest, or their skills aren't sharp. You know, they don't do the job enough. We need them able to do the job. So we're always trying to find that right number. So we left it at 2, which is what we've had for a long time. And they've sure enough found that they just need more. We did pay a few shifts here in the last couple of weeks. We had a few overtime shifts just to cover the shifts because we had some training we had to do. And part-timers would have saved us some money there. So, the jail had just asked if they could have 2 more part-time positions to help fill out schedules. So we hire and train a couple of part-timers. In the long run, I think it's going to be a cost savings for us.
Well, if that's something that needs a motion, I'd move to approve.
Yeah, second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both
Aye.
same sign, motion passes. Anything else?
Thank you.
So we've got the Tegra contract for the courthouse and the old safety center. And they are going to go through the bills that. Is it Lloyd? Lloyd. They'll go through the bills for us, make sure we're getting billed properly and we're not overpaying. I think Mike, I don't have the contract in front of me, but Michael said it was $1,000 a month.
Yeah, 9K total.
9,000 monthly installments, that was it, yes.
Lloyd's going through the bills or Tegra is gonna cover the bill?
Tegra's gonna go through.
Okay,
Dick or Tyler, same ones that did it for
Yep.
this building,
Okay.
which helped a lot. And they're charging us $1,000 a month to do it. Seems reasonable. Wishes of the board?
I moved to approve Taker's contract for $9,000 over the 9 months.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Brett? So the agribusiness grant agreement is Adam's on too, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Adam?
Bet.
In that contract that they sent us, did you see anything where they talked about 456th Avenue?
I have not seen the contract they sent you.
Okay. I can't see where they talk about 456 at all.
Yeah,
And
I
then
looked
with
it
the
over
discuss-
carefully. I looked it over carefully and there's no mention of 456. There's also some somewhat confusing language when they describe the financing. So they use the term project And in one area, they're specifically saying the project includes 313 and the turning lanes. Then when you go down to the financing area, there's not much clarity and by my reading as to whether project is just 313 or whether in that section they mean it to mean 313 and the turning lanes. And the reason why that would be relevant is that they cap the project amount that they pitch in at 600,000. That does or doesn't include a third of the cost of the turning lanes. That could be $150,000 difference. That's something that I don't know if the state's attorney's office has had time to look through that area, but I would want a lawyer to look at that and make sure that that area is clear. My understanding of the previous discussions was that the third of the cost of the turning lanes was separate from the 600,000. That the 600,000 was specifically for the road improvements on 313 and 456, and so that. But I'd want that to be a lot more clear. And the biggest
too, Jeffrey. But then also talking in a discussion with the DOT engineers, they're thinking they don't need turn lanes now.
Well, then I'm even more surprised to see that the total project cost, which had in previous discussions initially been 1.2 million. I know when Adam had some new surfacing cost, it looked like we might be running beyond that 1.2 million, but this is listed as 2.22 million. This is $1 million over our original estimate and $1 million over what we have financed and $1 million over what we have anything budgeted for next year.
Right. Yeah, we'd never be able to do it for 2.2. I mean,
Yeah.
we could, if it come back at that. But
So
That's what I brought up. We
if I
talked-
was seeing it wrong, Kevin and I talked about it yesterday, and don't mean to interrupt.
No,
but
you're fine.
I was thinking that we did the agribusiness grant application. That we put 2.2 for concrete and that we changed it to gravel.
well, and see, I thought Adam had it estimated on the concrete at 1.6.
Correct. It was like 1.6, 1.7, I believe is where I was at my last
Right.
update with you guys. Yep.
So I don't know, who knows where the state is coming.
Yeah.
I have
Then
no
that
idea.
extra 500,000 was the turn lanes. So that would put you at that 2.2.
Oh, and that's okay. So the 1.6, 1.7 does not include the turn lanes because when
No, that
the
was my
project was-
original estimate for the roadway. Correct. Yep.
okay, because at the very, very beginning of this, I think there was an estimate of like 880 or something like that for the road improvements real early on, and 440 or something like that for or I might be mixing that up, or maybe.
It was eight,
But
it was
I thought
880
the-
if we asphalted it. Just based on a contractor's estimate. And then 440 if we didn't asphalt it, if it was just the gravel base, left it a
Well-
gravel road.
No, the 440 was I was referencing that as the turning lane cost that the state gave us
Oh,
there at Ron.
you're right. That number was right, 440 for the turn lanes.
There's a chance we don't need that. That'd be swell.
Well,
Yes. and no.
it's fine if we don't need them, but there's a lot of questions on this that need to be answered then.
Yeah.
Apparently nobody at the state level is talking to each other. I know, shocker.
You said it.
So I think, yeah, we tabled this for. So a lot of answers get or a lot of questions get answered.
I agree. That was a confusing thing to read in the packet because I went straight to her. But like, so
I don't really want to spend that extra money, but I think they're needed myself. If the state says no, they say no, but
But if they say no, we can't put them in.
no, I get that.
I know,
I'm just thinking of safety out there and
but the one thing, if they say we don't need them and 2 years later they say we do, they're on the hook. We don't have to pay for any of it. So.
yeah,
I would agree because they won't make that a stipulation of your grant then. So
Yeah. And I didn't see in that contract either that it specified that it had to be a concrete road. Did I
okay.
miss that or?
Like I said, I have not seen the agreement,
Okay.
so
It has
Should
very
we-
few details.
Should we send you a copy of that or do you have one?
I can send him a copy of it.
yeah, would you? I
Yeah,
can
we
look
will.
at it too.
Brent, if you want to send him a copy of. What this is. So I'll
I
entertain a motion.
will, we've been moving forward with plans and stuff just as the concrete portion right now, but I will pretty much just stop right now. So we don't get too far ahead of ourselves then.
That'd be great.
That's what you guys, if that's what you'd like anyway.
I move to table this to the next meeting at least until we get some more questions answered. Thanks.
That's good. It does say in here that the work will involve reconstruction, excavating, grading, base course and concrete surface.
It does.
So I'm not so sure that's there. Didn't we have an updated one after? No.
Probably not.
I would bet
You
that
said-
statement's in there because that's how the grant was written. So
Okay.
again, you could probably clarify that with Paula or whoever is administering, if you can make that change.
Okay. Is the next meet, well, I don't think we'll have any, and I suppose we just
Get a second, yeah.
table it to the next meeting or do we table it?
Table it.
So get more information.
Just table it to get more
Table
information.
till we get more
More
information.
information.
Still second that, Glenn?
Yeah.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Same sign, motion passes. And yeah, Adam, if you just want to put a pause on any work.
Can do.
Yeah, thank you. Driveway application from Hart Brothers.
Use regular. But you're on the board, everything. To approve Mark Brothers driveway application.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, sign. Motion passes.
Thank you.
You want one in your packet too, Carrie?
No, I printed it in his friend.
They go on the ditch board.
Me too. Have a second? Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, we're in ditch board. Got an invoice from Gregoire Excavating.
The invoice, Mike Manning brought in and he said the work has been done and it looks good.
Moved the invoice.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion passes. Then we've got an invoice. I think I told you wrong, Brent. This should be paid by the lateral.
By the lateral, okay,
Yeah, so we just get that counting right.
okay.
But this culvert plow gate was just installed. Yes. Street is that 311?
We're at,
I'm trying to think now. It's a mile north, is it 1 mile? Yeah, it's a mile north of so it'd be 312, I believe. Mile north of the county road. Cause that county gravel's 313, correct?
Yep.
But it's that one. I'll entertain a motion to approve that bill.
move to approve.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion passes.
You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Yep.
You too. See? I don't have anything else for ditch board.
Move to come out of ditch board back to regular session.
Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, or in regular session. Noah.
Some patients realize don't have digital. They bring the actual resolution along with the application. Planning commission. Yes. Only difference, so for the normal applications, someone could come by my office. And then, you know, please return by so. Just that way it's kind of clear. Without having to have the whole resolution. But pretty much, after we pass ordinance 2505. This is just laying out. Hey, we're gonna be appointing 4 people, this is the process. Return this citizens interest application to me, so you guys can review it. Before first of the year meeting, we did put in language, so. We have play if it snows for whatever reason, we can't make the meeting that day. Pretty much it. Pretty well said. With Mike and Seacock on this. Then I will be taking it up to the Legion meeting on the first Monday of the month. Okay, yeah, so then I'll be taking it to Wakanda, putting it in public areas, so the people of Wakanda have access. I'll be taking it over to Irene, so they have access. That way it's not just, also be put in on the county Facebook, along with the official website. So the access to the actual application will be available to the public. Spots.
And are you gonna post a notice in the paper too? Or maybe you said that, I might have missed it.
Here we can.
I think it's a good idea. I thought that everything looked really good that you shared. I think it seems like a sensible policy, and the application looks good. The one thing that I would suggest modifying is just the deadline. I think we could push it back to either the 16th or the 19th and still have a plenty of a window for us to do our reviews, and it would give everybody just a little bit longer to think about if they are interested in throwing their hat in the ring, prepare an application, maybe reach out and talk to a current planning and zoning member and find out what it's like to serve on the body or something like that. So I was just going to propose that one modification, and other than that, I think it's all real good.
I had an email from Michael suggesting the 19th.
Yeah, I just went with the 12th because it would give you all a full week, so that way you don't have to work during the Christmas week. Just what what my mindset was, so
That's all nice.
I could change it to the 19th, that's not a real big deal.
Yeah, because the quickest it'll make the paper, it's the 5th.
Do we need a motion or?
We need a motion to sign for the resolution.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get the resolution, did we? No,
This
this
is-
ordinance.
Oh.
The resolution is setting up the actual application.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. And then you want me to also submit? Do you want me to submit the actual application to the newspaper as well? So, or do you just want me to submit the resolution?
I think we just put in I don't think we need the resolution in the paper either. We just need a notice that we're accepting applications for planning and zoning.
We just usually do an ad. I can send you one that we've done in the past. if That helps.
On the dates. So we will. What date are you asking for here?
19th instead of the 12th.
19th of January?
No,
December.
December, okay.
I'll entertain a motion on resolution 2025-32.
To adopt resolution 2025-32.
Second. A motion and a second. Any further discussion?
And
No.
just one question, and so that is with the date is adjusted to the 19th. I wasn't sure if I followed that right. Is that right?
Right.
Yep. Okay, good deal.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mochler,
Yes.
Graylobe,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Teasy,
Yes.
Gilbertson,
Yes.
Motion passes. Then we might as well, no, we might as well just jump right to veteran service officer salary certification.
I've always participated in this, and for some reason, the new thing is that form that you have to sign and a motion that
Okay.
we're gonna participate.
Yeah, that was, so the requirements for it now is that I do, pretty much 4 outreach events every year. I get certified along with attending the main conference and then a mini conference either in the fall or spring. So I've already done all of them. My mini conference is on 20th or that first Monday. So like the week of Christmas, we have a mini conference up in St. Louis. I meet all the criteria already. Just waiting for a couple application or paperwork back from the Legion and the ability. But
Entertain a motion.
move to approve the VSO salary certification.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same
Aye.
sign. Motion passes.
Thank you for looking at.
Everybody get to see the vouchers?
Yep.
Okay. Second. A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. TLC resolution 2025-31.
Seems sensible to me, and I think that the resolution made sense, and it's something I'd be inclined to support. Seems like it'd be beneficial to our constituents. I make a motion to approve the resolution. Oh, I need the number.
2025-31.
That's the one. Thanks, Travis.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye, or no, roll call, sorry.
Mochler,
Yes.
Graylobe,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Teasy,
Yes.
Gilbertson,
Yes.
Motion passes. Got to see the department monthly reports for review. Anything for Clay County Park, Jeffrey?
Yes, actually. So I wasn't sure if we managed to get to it this meeting or if it'd have to be at the next one, but thanks everybody for being so efficient. There is, so I want to make sure I orient people correctly. So if you go out to Clay County Park, we could call it the north parking area that's by the woods that have the old playground in it, right? And it's like a little gravel loop. There's a big piece of soup board site in the front with a plaque on it. When you come in the northern entrance of that little gravel loop, if you look off to your right, there's a gazebo, and then there is an open grassy area. The open grassy area is between 1.5 and 2 acres. And one of the major expenses that the park board incurs is mowing. So we pay our staff to mow, we pay for maintenance on the mowers. They're expensive. So the consensus has been that nobody uses that big open grassy area for anything. So our park staff, when we ask them, they say they never see anyone out there utilizing that for any purpose. And I think especially in light of having recently taken some ground out of production, it made a lot of sense to everybody to put that 1.5 to 2 acres into production. So we are in the process of hammering out the details of an additional lease agreement for our current tenant. He's been a good operator and is farm in the field immediately adjacent to that. We're planning to renew the lease with that tenant for the next 2 years on the rest of the farm ground. And so we currently have discussed, and he's agreed to, and the board is on board with additionally leasing him that additional area. He's going to have some costs involved with improving it and getting it ready for production. So he's going to, have to disc the turf that's there, and it won't be very productive the first year, but he should be able to get some crop out of it. So I just wanted to let everybody know that's the path we're on right now, and it seems like he's amenable to it. And the agreement that the park board, the offer we made to him was that we would actually lease that to him for no cost for the first year, and that in the second year he'd be paying us the same cash rent, $312 an acre, that we're getting on the rest of the farm ground out there. So just wanted to share that with everybody. If you're out there and you see those changes, I think it's a real responsible move. I think primarily on the cost savings of not having that additional area to keep mowed down to the 1 or 2 inches that we keep everything mowed out there. So just want to make sure I shared that with everybody and see if anybody has any concerns.
What's the expiration date on that lease?
So this would be for the 2026, 2027 crop years.
Through 27?
Yep.
So if I'm picturing this right, there's gonna be crops up to the road now?
Not exactly. So the crop boundary wouldn't be any closer than where the current crop boundary is. So if you know, there's that trail that runs along the north side of those woods there. That line would extend down to that corner. Essentially, I don't have the map in front of me. I can't remember where the gazebo fits in there. We're not taking the gazebo out. There's like an apple tree that's between the parking area and that field, and that apple tree staying there.
Okay, so this is the area where the old trailer house used to be?
No, it is not that area. It is
Okay.
so that would be
What's that?
west of the parking area. This is north of the parking area.
The old ball field there. Okay.
Yeah, the old ball field. That's correct. Yep.
I was picturing the wrong area.
Yep. And that's all I have.
Okay. Any building project updates?
I've got a little bit. I went over there this morning and looked around, and it's amazing all the demo that's done. I think Cade wasn't there, but it looks like demo is virtually done. They started putting up studs, those metal studs for walls. The three new bathrooms on the south, in that south hallway, they're gutted, and they're starting plumbing there. So hopefully the worst of the noise is over. So, but it's amazing how wide open it is now. And they opened up at the south end of that hallway where those 2 little interview rooms were. That's all opened up. So that corner is all wide open now. So good progress. Also at our last meeting, I think the consensus was that we'd meet here through this month.
Wasn't it the next meeting here and then after
Yeah.
that? we back?
So starting in January, or excuse me, the last meeting in December would be at the new, or at our commissioner's room. So,
2 more here.
yeah. Yeah, so first 2 in December. The last one would be there, so. That's the plan. And I don't see any reason why we couldn't get that done. So.
I have a question about how I'm gonna pay somebody. You know, we decided to not get new furniture to put out into the reception area. We were just gonna use some of the extra benches that sit up in the halls in the courthouse. And so I contacted someone to strip them and re-sand them and varnish them and make them look nice again. Can I pay him through the project? Or should I be paying him out of my budget?
Well, if there's money in the project, I mean, it's the same.
Well, I look at it as coming out of the furniture budget, because I'm saying, I already told them, I don't want, we've been quoted furniture for the reception area. And I've told them we don't need it, because we're gonna use the benches, some of the old chairs, we're kind of bringing some of the old charm into the new. And, anyway, but I'm meeting with him, I think tomorrow, so I just wanna kind of have an idea. Pardon me?
Where would you like to pay them?
Well, I'd like to pay it out of the project if I can. I don't foresee that it's gonna be all that expensive, because he,
We should be good on money there. I mean, we built some contingency dollars in there, so I'm sure we could cover that.
It seems appropriate to me as well. If the funding's
Anything else for building projects? Jurisdiction?
Our meeting was canceled.
Yeah.
Not till January now. With the city meeting.
Planning and zoning's meeting.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, so the planning and zoning got deferred pretty much until January. Thoughts behind it, city side had some stuff come up, so not everyone for the actual comprehensive plan be able to participate. And then B, let us get done with our seeds, so we're good to go. That way they're not trying to juggle too many balls at once.
Yep. Okay. Any other commissioner reports?
And a development company got pushed to December too, so I have nothing to report there, and RH is operating on it too.
I would just share that Sedaco is going to be having their last quarter meeting in Lincoln County on the 4th. You guys all should have invitations to that. If there's a chance we might have a quorum, we want to make sure that we have notice out about that. But the Sedaco Southeast District changed our meeting schedule so that every December meeting is either in Lincoln County or Lincoln County or Minnehaha County. And the idea there is that we've got 35 out of 105 legislators represent some portion of the Southeast District of Sedaco. So we have an opportunity to bring a lot of legislators, hopefully together into the room to hear county concerns, hear our perspective on budgetary issues and things like that, and hear some of the challenges that we face. So if you would like to be a part of that meeting, I encourage you to come up. It should be a nice lunch. Eric Erickson, the Sedaco lobbyist, is going to be speaking. And I believe that there's a finance officer from Lincoln County is going to be on the agenda too. So we should have a good discussion. We'll give the legislators an opportunity to share anything that they'd like to about what their priorities are or concerns are for the upcoming legislative sessions.
I don't think we have anything for executive session. And Larry, we've already signed yours.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. You were just short.
Thank you.
If I could get a copy of that.
Oh.
I feel like it's sign and stamp it, so.
Oh. Sure. Second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Sign.
Have a good day, everybody.
You
You guys got to have me zoom in more often. This was efficient. I don't know. I guess it's better this way. Yeah.
We need Caitlin here more often.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
that's what it is. There you go.
And keep things moving.
Michael always lets that legal crap get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You don't have time for that.
We stopped.